He loved me, but not enough to leave. I used to believe that love was enough, that if two people cared deeply, fiercely, painfully for each other, the rest would just fall into place. I was wrong. He didn't start as a villain in my story. He wasn't cold. He wasn't cruel. In fact, he was the opposite, gentle, attentive, the kind of man who remembered the smallest details. How? I liked my coffee, the song that made me cry, the way I overthink when I'm scared. And he loved me. I know he did. I saw it in the way he looked at me when I wasn't paying attention. I felt it in the way his hand would find mine in crowded rooms. I heard it in his voice when he whispered my name like it meant something sacred. But he belonged to someone else. Or maybe he just belonged to a life he wasn't brave enough to leave. At first, I told myself it was temporary, that love like ours couldn't possibly stay hidden forever, that one day he would choose me. He would wake up and realize that I was the right one, that the life he had built without me wasn't the life he truly wanted. He said things like, "It's complicated." He said things like, "You know how much you mean to me." He said things like, "If things were different." But things were never different. I waited in the quiet spaces of his life, in stolen afternoons, in late-night calls that ended before sunrise. I learned how to love him in fragments, in pieces that didn't belong fully to me. And the worst part? He did love me, but not enough to walk away, not enough to start over, not enough to choose me out loud. I used to think that meant I wasn't enough, but now I understand sometimes people love you deeply and still choose comfort, history, stability, fear over freedom. One night, I looked at him and realized something that broke me more than anything else ever could. If he really wanted to, he would have left. Love doesn't need perfect timing. It needs courage. And he didn't have it. So I left instead. Not because I stopped loving him, but because I finally loved myself more than the waiting. He loved me. I know he did, but not enough to leave. And that had to be enough for me to go.